Things are getting tense at home for Nikki and Kenny as they wait for a visit from their estranged mum. To escape, they go for a walk on the moors, taking their little Jack Russell Terrier with them. But what should have been a lark, turns deadly when the weather changes and they are caught in a blizzard. Nothing will ever be quite the same again. Hi guys, so what you just heard was the blurb of Lark by Anthony McGowan, a book from the Carnegie Medal. Now, I have mentioned the Carnegie Medal before, but I'll say it again for those of you who haven't watched my other videos. The Carnegie Medal is like a competition where authors send in their books and then they get reviewed and one gets picked. There are prizes like books being sent out to recent libraries, to your local library, and money. Obviously, money. Typical thing in a competition. But I'm going to be reviewing Lark because I found out that Lark was the winner. I reread this book for today and yeah, gonna review it. So there are two boys in this book. They are brothers. The elder one, Nikki, and the younger one, Kenny. And they live with their dad. And their mum is coming for a visit. Now, their mum and dad, according to the book, are like divorced. They are no longer together. But the mum still cares for the kids and does make sure to send letters and cards and birthday presents. But they never got them because they were fleeing from the rent, from their moving places. Their father was drunk and he smoked, I think. I don't know about smoking, but he definitely drank a lot. Until his new girlfriend, Jenny, came and sorted him out. So when the mum comes to visit, she can't exactly live with them because of Jenny. But their family is like really complicated with all this stuff in, and not to mention their dog. Now, there's a little Jack Russell Terrier. Believe that's how you say it. I might have said it wrong, but yeah, Jack Russell Terrier. She was beaten up by a couple of bad lads, and Kenny found her and took care of her. Kenny loves animals. He absolutely loves them. He hid the turkey for Christmas dinner because he didn't want anyone to eat the turkey. He loves animals. And they were getting really stressed out because of their mum. They, meaning Nikki and Kenny. So their dad told them, why not go take a hike on the moors, like me and my father used to. You make sandwiches and go up the trail and be back in time for dinner. It'll be a lark, a laugh. So they decided to do that. But then they got lost on the hike. Tina, the Jack Russell Terrier, was with them and they got lost. It was snowing a lot. Usually the snow doesn't set around where they live, but this time it set and it was pouring with the snow. It was a blizzard. At first it was funny, but then they got really fed up of the snow and they got lost. Now I'm going to skip all the middle bits and get towards the end. This is going to be quite a short video since it's quite a short book. So at the end, Nikki, she falls over the side of the cliff. They were leaning on a fence and eating their cheese and jam sandwiches. And by cheese and jam, I mean Kenny put jam and cheese in the same sandwich. His idea of a cheese and jam sandwich. But yeah. And Nikki got really hurt. His leg was twisted and basically screwed. Quote from the book. My leg was screwed. And his left leg was broken. He couldn't move. So he sent Kenny ahead of him to go to the road and try find someone to help, to get them rescued. Tina went with Kenny, but a little while later, Tina came running back to Nikki. Nikki realized something must have happened and did this survival hack with his legs and his belt and crawled his way up. It was intense agony, but he loved his brother so much and was willing to crawl in pain to get to Kenny. But he set himself up and just couldn't take it any longer, and he passed out. He was then awoken by a lot of noise and someone asking, "Who are you? What's your name?" And he was being rescued and being taken to hospital. But he was sad. And I'll tell you why. 40 years later, Kenny, Uncle Kenny, who's Nikki's kids love to bits, Kenny is on his deathbed. He's in the hospital and he hasn't got long left. And he asks Nikki, did Tina really go to a farm to learn how to become a sheepdog? See, Tina, when Nikki was propped up and literally dying from the cold, Tina gave the last of her warmth to Nikki and died. Nikki told Kenny, because he knows how much Kenny loved Tina, he told him that Tina had went with a farmer who told Nikki that the farm was the best place for a dog. It's basically heaven. Lots of exercise and Tina can learn to become a sheepdog. But now that Kenny was dying, he didn't want to keep the truth from him and said that Tina was dead. And then Kenny told Nikki about all the adventures they had in the past 50 years. I'm guessing that when this whole hike happened, they were teenagers. So 40 years later, it'll be like 50 years old. They'll both be around 50. So yeah. And Kenny told Nikki, in the past 50 years, all our adventures, you told me you would write them into a book. Do that. And Nikki said, okay. And Kenny's last words were, tell me a story. Now, this book was so heartfelt and sad and emotional. It was really an emotional book. But I will say that the language in there is really not for little kids. Like 8-year-olds should really not read this. Even though the storyline is really heartfelt, the language usage is not too good. I would say for 11 and above. And I really did enjoy reading this book. Out of all the Carnegie books which I've read, I would not have chosen this as the winner, okay? But the book I would have chosen, it didn't win, but I still have the book and I love it. I will try to review it. If anyone has read Girl Boy See, please say in the comment section below and I'll see you guys next week. This might be late to uploading, so please bear with and bye. I'll see you guys next time.